Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Music Around the World Polka Spotlight. Thank you so much for inviting us into your homes today.
Yes, we're excited about today's show because you get to hear so many of your favorite songs, like Edelweiss and Fraulein.
Yes, and here to play those great tunes, let's welcome the Kringen Accordian Band.
We'll take just a brief moment and introduce the members of the band. First up, playing the guitar and the spoons, let's welcome Del Sanders. Next on accordion, let's welcome Carol Harsager. Next up on vocals and accordion, let's welcome Johann Stensley. Next playing accordion, it's Sharon Bush. And also on accordion, let's welcome Carolyn Troide. Next up in the back row, playing the banjo, let's welcome Byron Troide. Next on the accordion, it's Bobby Henderson. And playing the bass guitar and on vocals, let's welcome Jay Goose. And next playing the accordion, let's welcome Linda Gilland. And also on the accordion, let's welcome Avis Oman. And lastly, on the tuba, let's hear it for the one and only Gary Bagenstas. Put your hands together for him.
All right, and we have a special congratulations going out to some faithful fans in Burnsville, Minnesota. Merle and Marge Gustafson are celebrating, get this, 65 years of wedded bliss. Congratulations.
Wow.
Yes, and this comes to you from their friends, Les and Patty Anderson. And folks at home, on this, after this next song, you're going to want to grab 2 tablespoons. So go grab them from your kitchen right now, because you're going to learn how to play the spoons after this one. Right now, we're going to play the St. Paul Waltz. Let's dance. All right, we have a dedication going out to Phil Zimmerman. He's a studio dancer who happens to be celebrating his 90th birthday. And he's not here today because he's actually having his party today. So, Phil, we're thinking of you, and we will join you later. So, he's a great guy and a fellow dancer to all of us. So, thank you for all you've done for Polka Spotlight, Phil. We appreciate it. So, Dan is going to introduce one of our... Okay.
And he's going to teach us how to play the spoons. We have a close-up here with her. Now, Danny, maybe we get real close and you can see how he's holding the spoons.
Okay, can you hear me? I have the spoons here. They're a couple tablespoons. And you put your finger in between the back side of the spoons. And then you hit them.
And the spoons are back to back, not front to front.
Back to back. They have to be back to back.
Can you see that on the camera there?
Yeah.
And he has it between his index finger and his middle finger, and then he's got his thumb pressing the other spoon.
Yep. I'll even show you how it looks up there, see? Yeah, it works pretty good. So, what do you want me to do?
Just give us a quick demonstration of how it works.
Okay. Here we go. You got a little,
Hold it up one more time.
almost like a little snap in between, see? That way you get more of a click. If you have them root like you don't get nothing. So
Show him your hand one more time.
it's just a couple of little spoons
Okay.
and put them together just like that. And you get a little snap in between, maybe. And then you put them on your knee, and away you go. I'm ready anytime you are.
All right, go for it.
Are you going to play a polka for me? Yeah. Okay.
This is Johnny's Knocking.
Okay, Johnny's not.
All right.
Very good.
Thank you, Del. Awesome. Thank you.
Very good. I think everybody knows that by now, right?
Now, I think you just taught about 1,000 people to play the spoons there.
Very good. That's excellent. All right. We have a couple of jokes that we wanted to provide because, no show is perfect. And we have to have jokes to keep us going. So what do you get if you are rejected, or excuse me, what do you do if you get rejected at the sunscreen company?
I have no idea.
Reapply.
Oh.
And here's one more. How do you prevent a summer cold?
I'm clueless.
Catch it in the winter. Equally as bad. Yes, yes. Thank you, Gary. And the next song is Swiss Boy. Let's dance.
Well, if you'd like to send us an email dedication, you can send it to the address on your screen.
That's right. And we have a special dedication going out to some folks in our studio audience. Bonnie and Bill on August 3rd celebrated their 49th wedding anniversary. So let's give it up for Bonnie and Bill. They are here today, and we are delighted that they are a part of our show. And they happen to be celebrating Bill's 65th high school reunion with everybody as well. And they were able to enjoy their 49th wedding anniversary at that same time. So.
That's right. And our next song is Edelweiss, and it's also a medley with the song Que Sera Sera. Well, that song brings back memories. We actually had that at our wedding. That was one of the
Que Sera Sera, yes.
solo songs that we
Part of
danced to at our wedding.
We
So,
had a 3-song medley. You tell them about that.
yeah, we
First
started
of
with
us.
LOVE.
No.
No? Didn't?
waltz.
Oh, which waltz was it? Just kidding.
May each day.
May Each Day from Andy Williams. I'm just toying with her.
Right. And then LOVE with the foxtrot.
And then Que Sera Sera was the last one. That's where I stepped on her dress. Yeah.
Marriage is all about forgiveness, right? Yeah. No, it's all good. We have a couple of really good jokes that came from Les and Patty Anderson. So here we go. My bucket list is short. Just keep breathing. Let's see. Here's one. I'm a multitasker. I can listen ignore, and forget all at the same time. My retirement to-do list. Wake up. You nailed it. There you go. So, we have more to come, so we don't want to play them or give them all away right now. So.
Yes, and our next song. Oh, by the way, if you'd like to call in your dedication on the phone, there's the number on the screen, and we'll take your dedications. It usually takes 3 weeks to get them on the air. And the next song is Fraulein.
All right, we have a studio guest, Yvonne, who would like to wish happy birthday to her nephew, Brad Martin. He was born on August 14th, 1980, about the same time as she joined the Army Reserve. So thank you for sending that in, Bonnie.
And the song is You're My Best Friend. Here we go.
All right, folks. Well, at this time, we want to give a special shout out to all the folks that help us out with the show each time. And so, first up, let's put our hands together for our 2 sound technicians. We have Scott Burdett and Ray Dahl. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you both being here. And to our director, Marcia Patton. Thank you. Appreciate you. And on graphics today, we have Ruben Tahir. Put your hands together for Ruben. Hey. And next up, our camera crew. First, we have Danny Connor Smith. Thank you, Danny. Yeah. And also on camera, put your hands together for Larry Hoppia. Hey. And also on camera, we have Karen Wood. Thank you, Karen. And folks, those of you who watch closely at home, you know that Jeannie Harley Farley is not here. She's actually in the hospital. So we want all of our prayers and thoughts to go right to her and give her healing and hope. So we're thinking of you, and we have a camera reserved right here for you, Jeannie. So come on back. And also, let's give it up for Javi Cedillo on lighting. Thank you, Javi. And the next song is No Beer on Sunday. Let's dance.
I'm gonna sing the verse, and I want everyone to sing the chorus with me. One Sunday afternoon we were driving through a town, and all we had left was $1. We stopped into a bar just to have a drink or two, when we could hear the bartender holler, "No beer today, no beer today. You can't buy beer on Sunday. No beer today, no beer today. You gotta come back on a Monday." No beer today, no beer today. You can't buy beer on Sunday. No beer today, no beer today. You gotta come back on a Monday. No beer today, no beer today. You can't buy beer on Sunday. No beer today, no beer today. You gotta come back on a Monday. One more time. No beer today, no beer today. You can't buy beer on Sunday. No beer today, no beer today. You gotta come back on a Monday.
All right, if you'd like to mail in your dedication, feel free to do so at the address on your screen. We'll do our best to get it on the air for you, whether that's a dedication for a birthday or anniversary or just a shout out to somebody that you want to say hello to. We'll try our best to get it on the air.
Well, you know, when you're married, there are all kinds of rules you should follow, and there's one: never laugh at your spouse's choices, because you are one of them.
This is true.
And as we all get older, you know, one minute you're young and fun, and the next you're turning down the car stereo to feel cooler.
All right. That's Those are good. Those are good. All right. The next one is a circle schottische. So, folks, come on out for the Johann Pasnippen and O Susanna medley.
Yeah, okay. Everybody join in. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of a band interview. We're going to get Johann Stensley to come on out. Let's hear a round of applause for Johann. Now, you may have noticed that Johann is the newest member to the band. And tell us, how old are you?
I am 22, if I'm remembering right. 22, yeah. Yeah, it's a little early.
Yeah. So, and how did these guys recruit you? Did they put an ad in the paper and say, we're looking for a young Norwegian guy, good looking?
I know the grandson of Carol, right back here. We're in a band together. We're in a rock jazz cover band.
Oh.
And he knew I played accordion, and his dad knew I played accordion. So one day for Carol's birthday, I was kind of like a musical guest at her house. And then something magical happened, and I ended up in the Kringen Accordian band.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, we just love the fact that the next generation is learning the art of playing the accordion. Now, did you pick it up as just a young kid, and it was in the closet, and you started plunking away on it, or how did you learn the accordion?
I picked it up from, it was a guy named Chuck Suki. Some people in North Dakota might be familiar with him, but we went to the same church, and my dad, he was always pushing us, everyone in our family, to learn new instruments, pick up new instruments. It was a little intense, a little much for me as a kid, but I'm grateful now. But it was my turn to pick up a new instrument, so piano was my main instrument. But accordion was something I knew a lot of people didn't play, so I figured I wouldn't have a lot of competition.
Yeah.
So I picked it up, and he gave me a year of lessons, and with the piano background, that helped a lot. So it's been playing it for about 11, 12 years, I think. Wow. So yeah.
And then,
Thank you.
11 or 12 years on the accordion. Now, the thing that strikes me as I look at an accordion, it has about 150 buttons on one side. Tell me about that, learning all those buttons.
Yeah, that's definitely the hardest part. Well, and I I rarely go all the way up to the top or all the way up to the bottom. You kind of stay on one side. But what's so tricky is, they all feel the same for the most part. There's, on most accordions, there's 3 buttons out of all of the buttons there that have like a dent on them. So you kind of have a frame of reference. But I do remember one time performing with my siblings at an event, and it was kind of this, it was a hymn from Central America that we were playing, and it's just this beautiful accordion intro, all these intricate chords. And on the left hand, my hand ended up, I just landed on the wrong button, and it's just this awful sound, but I just carried it through. Maybe it just sounded like this kind of, dissonance, that I could resolve. So then I'm like, okay, I think the next one's the right one, so I pressed the next one, and I was still in the wrong spot. So then I just did the rest on a kind of an awkward right-hand thing going on, and we made it through. But that's the hardest part, as far as I'm concerned.
And what town are you from?
I grew up in Mandan, North Dakota, Bismarck, Mandan.
Okay.
Yep.
And I hear that your mom was from Norway. Is that right?
That's correct. She grew up in Voss, which is about an hour away by train from Bergen. Yep.
Okay. And if you wanted to say something to your mom who might be watching, what would you say something in Norwegian that she'll be?
Yeah, a life motto that both her and my dad learned Norwegian because of her. So a life motto we've always had is ingenting som dårlig vær, bara dårlig klær. And my friends are sick of hearing that. It means no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothes. So.
There we go. Words of wisdom on Polka Spotlight. How about it?
Absolutely.
And when did you must have learned Norwegian as just a small?
Technically, it was my first language. Growing up. So my mom met my dad at Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota, and through a crazy 8 years, they managed to make a relationship happen. They thought it was impossible because of the international factor, but made it work. She ended up coming back to North Dakota after telling my dad specifically she doesn't know much, but she knows she'll never live in North Dakota. But she's been here ever since I've been born. And but yeah, so when I grew up, the house rule was you were only allowed to speak Norwegian in the house because they wanted to make sure we learned it, and then we kind of relied on our neighbors and our extended family to teach us English. And I don't have a memory of not knowing English, but I know when we were in the house, we only spoke Norwegian. And I have vivid memories of my sister. She's the oldest, and she lives in Norway right now. She lives in a sailboat. She's been there for 4 years. But I have vivid memories of her always being like, "Snacka norsk, Johan, snacka norsk," whenever I'd kind of slip into English. So she was stricter than my parents were.
Yes. And have you got any other Norwegian sayings that come to mind?
Yes.
The Irish have all their sayings.
Yeah, there's plenty. Just about being Norwegian, det typisk norsk å være god, which means doesn't have the same ring to it in English, but it's typical Norwegian to be good, and kind of a egocentric outlook. But and then there's nordmenn er født med ski på beina. Norwegians are born with skis on their feet, which was true for me. My parents bought all of us skis as soon as we could walk, skis and skates.
Oh, that's
So, yeah.
great. Well, we are delighted you're here today. What other instruments you play? The accordion and the piano and
Yep. My 3 main instruments are accordion, piano, and banjo. I do play a little bit of banjo as well.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being here today. Let's have a
This
big
is
round of
wonderful.
applause.
Yes.
And we got the number on the screen, and maybe you'll bring your kids to the band someday. Yeah.
Maybe.
All right.
We'll see.
Thanks so
you.
much.
Appreciate it. Okay. And the next song
Next song is Nedelven. No, Nedelven.
Okay.
There we go.
Tomato,
Langt I det fjerne bak fjellene blå ligger et sted jeg har kjær. Dit mine tanker og drømmer vil gå, alltid du er meg så nær. Nidelven stilla och vacker och fri. Hör hvor jag går och drömmer. Drömmer om henne jag hade så kär. Nu är det bara minne. Den gamla bybro är lyckens portal. Som en vi seiler i stjärnens koral. Nidelven stilla och vacker du är. Nu är det bara minne. Far in the distance beyond mountains blue, there is a place dear to me. There all my daydreams and memories go. There all my thoughts fly to you. Nidelven beautiful, peaceful and still, whispering here beside me, singing of her that I once loved so dear. Now she is just a memory. The old town bridge was our portal to love. Through it we sailed as the stars sang above. Nidelven beautiful, peaceful and still. Now she is just a memory.
What a nice job on the vocals there.
Yay,
Thank you,
excellent.
Johan.
Yes, beautiful.
Beautiful voice.
All right, we want to dedicate this next song to all the moms and dads who are bidding farewell to their kids as they head off to college. We have one heading off to Bismarck, North Dakota in 21 days, but we're not counting.
It's going to be a sad day when that happens. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Distance makes the heart grow fonder, especially when
Yes.
it comes to doing laundry. So there we go.
Yeah, luckily we taught him how to do his own laundry.
That's
Yeah.
right, yes. And I was having a conversation with my 93-year-old mother, Clara, and I said, "Did you cry when I went off to college?" And she looked at me and she said, "Every night." And she said, "But you know, it was a test of faith. You have to believe, you have to listen and trust that God is God and I am not." So there we go.
Yes, and if you would like to view our show on demand, you can do it at the address on our screen there, ccxmedia.org, and you can click on the Create tab, and there is about 25 Polka Spotlight shows that you can watch anytime, night or day. And so it's a great way to binge watch the Polka Spotlight show.
Ooh, Polka Marathon.
Yeah, Polka Marathon. So the next song is Lordog's Waltz. Here we go. Well, if you'd like to learn to dance, you can go to the web address on your screen and find out where the instructors and where the dances are being held.
Okay, a couple more corny jokes. Here we go. What's the difference between a piano and a fish?
I don't know.
You can tune a piano. You can't tune a fish. Okay, one more. Where do sharks go on vacation?
Oh, maybe to the beach?
Finland. Fin, sharks, fins. Yeah, Finland. Okay.
Well, that fits
That's
right
a
in.
groaner.
And the next song is Life in the Finnish Woods.
Perfect.
Here we go. Well, if you'd like to catch our show live streamed every day, you can go to the web address on the screen, click on the live streaming button. So if you happen to be in Florida or Arizona, as long as it's noon Central Time, you can catch the show that's playing that day on Channel 6 here in the Twin Cities.
That's right. And we have a dedication. Marilyn Paris called in and she says, I love, love, love Polka Spotlight. There's enthusiasm, right? Yeah. So thanks for tuning in, Marilyn.
And this next song, it was originally sung by Janis Joplin and then later by Chris Christopherson. And I've never heard an accordion band play this one, but we're going to see how it all turns out. It's me and Bobby McGee.
Woohoo!
Here we go.
Busted flat in Baton Rouge, heading for the trains, feeling eerie, faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed a diesel down just before it rained. It took us all the way to New Orleans. I took my harpoon out of my dirty red bandana and was blowing sad while Bobby sang the blues. with those windshield wipers slapping time and Bobby clapping hands, we finally sang up every song that truck could do. Freedom, just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing ain't worth nothing, but it's free. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby McGee. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing ain't worth nothing, but it's free. Feeling good was easy, Lord, when Bobby sang the blues. Feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and Bobby McGee.
I could just picture that raspy Janis Joplin voice.
Yeah,
I'm sure people were singing at home to that. That was great. Thank you.
Yes, that was great. Okay, I have a couple more of these really good jokes. It is, here we go. Common sense is not a gift. It's a punishment because you have to deal with everyone else who doesn't have it. All right. And people wonder if the glass is half empty or half full. They miss that. They actually miss the point. The glass is refillable.
All right. The next song is Stand Beside Me. Here we go. All right. Well, that was a nice little two-step there.
Yeah, how about
You
it?
bet.
Ended up on the wrong side of the room, but oh well. Okay, a quick quote from Ella Fitzgerald. Okay, it says, "Just don't give up trying to do what you really want to do. Where there is love and inspiration, I don't think you can go wrong." Thank you, Ella Fitzgerald.
Well, you know, they say time flies when you're having fun, and I think we're coming close to the end of the show here.
That's right.
So why don't we thank everybody?
Yes, everybody in the room, give yourselves a big round of applause. Thank you so much for being here. Great to have you be a part of it. And many thanks to John Balajic and to our fabulous crew. Let's give a round of applause to them as well. Yay. And to all of you at home, thanks for tuning in today. We appreciate it.
And a special thanks to our two sound men today, Ray
Yes.
Dahl and Scott Burdett.
Yes.
They're filling in for Tim Zibikowski. So without them, we wouldn't have had a show. So
That's
thank
right.
you so much, Scott and Ray.
Ray.
And most of all to the Kringen Accordian Band from Fargo, North Dakota. Take a bow. Thank you for coming all this way in that luxury bus. Must be rough. Yeah.
It's great stuff.
Yes. All right. And the next song we want you to all sing along at home. It's the Beer Barrel Polka. And make sure you play the spoons to this one. Here we go.
Woohoo. God bless you all.
Roll out the barrel, we'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel, we've got the blues on the run. Zing, boom, torero, bring out a song of good cheer. Now's the time to roll the barrel. One more time. Roll out the barrel. We'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel. On the run. Sing the torero. Bring out the song of the tune. One more time.